Start live, right? Hey, man, we back in the building, man. We'll let that be known sports. We live today, baby. And we here to talk about this spanking that we knew was coming, man. The Cowboys fall big time to the Texans, man. 34 to 10, man. We're here to talk about it. Here's my co-host.
Hey, what's going on, fam? This your boy John, man. Grab yourself something to drink, sit back, relax. Let that be known. Sports. What's going on, man? What's going on?
Oh no, man. Nothing. We seen that BTA, man. I knew it was coming. I don't care how they start off. Y'all can fall for that false hope you want to. They start off like this where you're getting excited, like, oh man, we might have a chance. We ain't got no chance, man.
Nope.
This
Just
is
a
this
matter of
team
time.
is this team is this team is so poor, man. Not only just poorly constructed, poorly coached. Um, Even though I thought that the coaches did a better job this game than they did last game, with the game planning and things like that. There were plays there. There were a lot of plays that were poorly executed, which is on the players. But that's kind of hard, man, when you are shorthanded. So the line was already trash, but then it becomes even more trash when your starting lineman starts to fall, and you have no Dak. We still can't run the ball. Um, CD dropping passes. Um,
Powden.
he crying. He gonna be crying always. You're still missing Brandon Cooks. On the defensive side of the ball, you're still missing Lawrence, Nealon, Bland, Jordan Lewis. Like you missing quite a few guys, man. And you know, it's just hard to overcome, man. And I didn't think the Texans were impressive tonight. I thought that was a bad football team playing an average football team. And CJ Stroud, he was average tonight. Um, I've been saying it since his rookie season that he was overhyped, and I know that might rub people the wrong way. He's a good quarterback, man, but he just was overhyped. And then this year, it really shows what I was talking about last year. People say, "Oh, you hating, you hating." I'm like, I'm not hating, man. We do this every season, where we come out, a guy has a good rookie season, and we ready to crown him that season, and then next year we looking like, oh well, he having a down year. Like, no, he's not having a down year. Like teams have acclimated themselves to his style of play, and now things are a lot harder for him because he's catching no one by surprise. Your rookie season, no one really knows what you bring to the table or what you're going to bring to the table. But once you play a full season, then teams kind of know your tendencies, what you like to do, what you're good at, what you're not good at. And as we've seen today, misreads, misthrows. Whenever he gets sped up in the pocket, it's gonna be off throw.
Yeah. For sure, man. Yeah, it was another day in the office, man. 34 to 10. Um, you know, and it could have been a lot worse if if the Texans played a little bit better. This is compared to average. I would say the offense is average. The defense I think is a little above average. I think if the offense was able to produce more, then it would have been even more ugly um, than what it was. I mean, it's like another day. What we already knew what it was gonna be. Nothing outside the ordinary. Of course,
That's what I prayed for.
hey, hey, but it's just like one of those things, man, where it's started out like it's gonna give you some hope, And hopefully, Cowboy Nation, y'all didn't fall for the false hope
They fell for it.
because because second half it came right back down to earth fast.
They fell for it.
Drop
They
passes, missed coverage, and man, I don't know what it is about Dallas offensive line and them having dreams of trying to run the rock. Um, when Guyton gave up the strip sack and he got the ball back, instead of him falling on the ball, he's trying to run the thing and gave up the touchdown.
and then not
Uh,
only not even running smartly. Like if you pick the ball, if you are gonna try to run it, hold the rock with two hands, man. Like the old, go watch old school linemen back in the day in the early 2000s and in the 90s. If you was privileged to watch football back then, when you seen
mhm.
big men run the ball, they had two
Two
arms
in.
around the ball,
Hmm.
and they will ball themselves up, and would be extremely hard, of course, to bring a 300-pounder down.
Yeah.
He's trying to run it like he's a receiver, like he got it loose, like he trying to shake and bake. And I'm like, what is this fool doing?
He said, Yank, what you think you doing?
But that, keep hope alive, man. We will get that number one pick.
Team Tank, baby. Team Tank.
We trash. Trash. And I used to think Stephen A was hating. He ain't hating. He was
Uh-huh.
telling the truth all along.
I gotta concede that.
We are delusional fans because we were thinking that our team was going to win, and deep down inside, we suck.
Uh, no,
We
for sure.
know we're not constructed well to win. We know that. We're not constructed to win.
No, that's facts, man. Shout out to Trayvon Moses, man. Thanks for being back in the chat, man.
Shout out.
Oh man, look, shout out to Champy talking about the Cards, the second best team in the NFC after the Lions. Nah.
It sound like he sound like the Cardinals got the same delusional fan base that we got.
Uh, yeah, bruh. Mm, come on now,
I
come on
thought
now.
I thought the Cowboy fan base was on one like this. It's getting
But
contagious. It's rubbing off on
it
people.
is rubbing off on people, man, and it kind of brought me it brought a smile to my face tonight to see how the Houston fans took over the stadium. It was it was almost red out. It almost looked like
Man, Dallas fans are wising up. They stopped coming to these games. And we have
I
been
said,
saying
man, look at all
this
this red in here,
for the
man.
longest on this podcast. Please stop going to these games and
Facts,
please stop buying the merch.
facts. That's
Please
the only
stop
way this
doing
gonna stop.
this. We supporting this trash organization by paying money to this owner who ain't nothing but a lie, a thief, and he a cheater. He lied to the fans every year. He came out this all season and flat out just lied to us in our face. Well, yeah, I think we're gonna build a team that's gonna be ready to compete. We're gonna retool.
We all in.
We're all in. So we all thinking like, well, he ready to do whatever it takes to win. Mm-mm. When he mean all in, I'm all in on taking your money.
Facts, facts. No, man. Yeah, like they starting to wise up a little bit for us, showing up to them games, man. Don't buy them hot seats, man. You stay at the comfort of your home, man. You say that them hundreds of dollars just to see this product that he putting out, that he wants out there with a constipated look on his face.
And this can't be more. This can't make me feel more. I feel so good because every time we get BTA, every time we get whooped, I just know. I like what it does to Jared at night, and I love that the scoreboard, that the jumbotron was falling to pieces. I hope at nighttime it just comes down. I hope
Piece by piece.
it just comes down and it just scatters across the field.
Oh my goodness, man. Cause this guy, man, he just doesn't get it, man. He
You
just
know,
doesn't get it.
I mean, I guess at least Cooper Rush threw for more than 45 yards this game.
Yeah, well, 354. Only took a 55
You know what I mean?
passes
He
to
had to
do it.
throw the ball dang near 60 times.
See,
He
man,
better have 300 yards.
man, that man arm is a noodle, man. Anything past 10 yards, that thing gonna be it's gonna be
It's
a
gonna be
duck.
off target.
He throwing like a duck, man.
CeeDee Lamb ran a go route, had inside position. He throws it
Out
outside
of
position
mm-hmm.
to where CeeDee Lamb now has to create a offensive pass interference to stop the
Interference.
interception. CeeDee Lamb had beat the guy on the inside. The corner's on his back.
Back. Right.
Throw the ball
He
inside.
has the inside leverage.
You throw it on the back shoulder. I'm like, boy.
Nah, man, this
And then Rico Dowdle can't catch a screen pass to save his life.
bruh. How many did he drop?
He dropped about 3 or 4 of them things.
Let me see how many he dropped. Yeah, about four of them.
That's what I'm
Well, no,
saying.
hold on. Let me see. Three of them. He was targeted five. He only caught two.
And 2 of those was big plays. Because one of them they
Yeah.
had linemen pulling out in front.
Pull on.
He
Mm-hmm.
catches it. He could have got a chunk yard, a chunk of yardage. He drops a simple pass. Like stuff like that is why we can't be good. It ain't just McCarthy. It ain't just that. It's like we have
Bro,
we have chances to make
make
plays,
plays and we get it on with the
and we
players.
and the
The
players
players.
don't execute. And I know it's killing. I know it's killing Cowboy fans because they wish Dak was playing so they could blame Dak Prescott.
You can blame that. Deck up in the press box.
I seen somebody, somebody, man, Dak is playing horrible tonight. They love to blame Dak. We still getting that BTA, no matter who out there, man, because it ain't really a quarterback thing.
Yep.
It's
As
a
you can see.
team thing, man. The team is playing atrocious. And
Facts.
once
Listen.
again, I bring this proposition to the Cowboy fans. Do we trade Micah Parsons? Micah Parsons was out there.
Mm-mm.
Didn't make one game changing play,
Uh-oh. Let us know in the chat.
but wants to get game changing money. We didn't see Micah flash off the screen one time. Well, we was like, golly, okay. We know he wasn't gonna do nothing in the run game. We just knew that. He just not gonna do nothing in the run game. Not unless the running back just so happened to be right in front of him. He not gonna do nothing in the run game. But in the pass rush game, didn't do nothing. But jump off sides. He had a few pressures, but it didn't mean nothing. It wasn't no pressures like to where he made CJ Stroud had to pull the ball down.
Yeah, he had a couple of those, man.
Like I said, y'all let us know in the chat. Do the Cowboys trade Micah and get a buttload of picks and players for him? Or do they pay him and allow him to be below average run defender and so far this year, an average pass rusher?
Uh-oh. Shout out to Kenny. Kenny in the building.
Shout out Kenny.
Kenny say trade him. Mm-mm.
He's been below average run stopping. And this year, he has been average pass rusher. He hasn't even been a good pass rusher. Like Daniil Hunter tonight, that was good pass
Mhm.
rushing. Was Daniil Hunter great? No, it wasn't great, but it was good and it was effective.
Nah, man.
And shout out to Donovan Wilson, aka Lil Swisher Sweet, for not getting toe out the frame tonight. You know, he didn't get toe out the frame tonight. He didn't give up a bunch of big plays.
Well, they had him more close to the line of scrimmage tonight, so um, they were like, "We're not gonna keep you back there because every time you get back there, you can get cooked. So we're gonna bring you up into the linebacker
And
spot."
and really, they scored a lot of points really because of Dallas mistakes. Like we just like we try to fake punt it.
Bro, and you throw it in the middle of the field.
You throw it in the middle field, not even beyond the sticks.
Mm-mm.
You try to fake punt it, put them on the opposite side of the 50. You basically gave them a touchdown. Like things we did was just stupid. Like you just gave them points. Or Mike McCarthy going for 4th and 2. And then the play call you roll everybody out right with only two receivers running the same exact route.
Isn't that great?
And then I'll grant it this. Somebody did pop open, but Cooper Rush knew the arm, could not get the ball there because he can't throw on the run.
At all? Like it's zero.
I know people was frustrated, like, oh man, that player was open. He was open, indeed open. And it would have been a touchdown. But Cooper Rush is not Dak Prescott. He can't throw on the run. If that was Dak Prescott throwing that, it'd have been on target. Or at least been a catchable ball.
X.
Like all he had to do was just get it in the vicinity. Like that mud fell to the turf. Like I thought they should have played Trey Lance in the second half.
Hey, it's time to. I think he actually gives us, even though we're tanking, he gives us a better shot.
Oh no,
Cause
he ain't gonna give us no better shot because Trey Lance can't throw at all, but
no,
he
he
can
could
run.
throw. He
He can run because them crossing routes that he finna throw, or he finna get picked because them must finna be 10 feet tall. Trey Lance can't throw either, but Trey Lance he can get the heck out the way. But we just want to play him because we actually just want to see what he actually can do.
actually can do. Yeah, man. I'm actually for the idea, man. Go ahead and find something wrong with CD and put him on IR, man. Because I got a feeling the longer he stays in there, something's is bound to happen, man. And
Oh yeah, something bound to happen. He gonna keep dropping them passes.
man, find something, put him on IR, man. Put him in street clothes,
Now
man.
Jake Ferguson got a concussion.
Concussion. Zach Martin went out.
I don't know what's wrong with Zach Martin.
Zach Martin, like, man, I'm too old for this blank.
Zach Martin, they came out there for Zach Martin. He shook his head, saying, I
Mm-mm.
quit.
I quit my neck. What's wrong? What's wrong, Zach? My back. What? Spinal.
Spinal. Spinal? You can still walk? Yeah, I can walk.
Wow.
What?
I'm toughing it out.
Zach Martin told him he retired tonight. Hey, I'm retiring. Zach, you can't do that right now. No,
Why
I'm
not?
retired. I'm retiring.
Why not?
You can't do that. No, I am. I'm
I
retired.
you looking right now. I said, no, I am.
You look him in the eyes. No, I am.
No,
I'm retired. No, we got it's paperwork. It's things we got to submit to the league. No, I'm telling
no,
you, like I'm
I
retired.
am.
I'm going home. I'm never coming
Go
back.
back.
Hey
Oh
man,
man,
Zach Martin ain't showing back up.
that man said I'm done.
This is the last time we're gonna see Zach Martin on the field.
He's I started this, and this is the thanks that I get.
I started this cowboy business. This O line. He really the last OG on the O
Hmm.
line that we
That's the
had
president, man.
uh from the O line, man. And man, we in a bad way, man.
Yeah.
And having that, uh, but man, some of them players, man, they out there, man. I don't know, man. Some of them players out there, man, they running like they got a jock strap on them. They out there running like they got that Mike Tyson. You know that jock strap, man. That
Yeah,
jock
get up
strap,
in you.
boy. You
Gets up
start
in you.
sweating with that jock strap, it going right in you,
Gets right up in you, man. No,
and
for sure, man.
you cannot get it out by pinching it out. You got to
Mm.
take your hand in there and go in there and grab them straps up out of there.
You lose all shame. Just-
You got to dang near pull your shorts down. Boy, this season the boy has been has been comical
it
to
is.
say the least. Boy, to see the look on our owner face. And what's so crazy about it? Jerry running back. Like y'all playing with Jerry. like Jerry,
In his
Jerry
eyes,
Jerry running back. Cause
he gonna
he gonna use the
injuries.
excuse that hey, all of our players were injured. And granted, yeah,
No.
you know, almost 75% of your star players are hurt. But even with them, we ain't going nowhere, man.
Mm-mm.
Because the two main things aren't fixed. And that's your offensive line and your defensive line. You can't block nobody, can't push nobody off the line of scrimmage, and the defensive line can't stop and run.
Facts.
You don't have nobody on the defensive line who just nasty by the way they do things. You don't have a Aaron Donald who just coming up and through there, just who's just being
Wrecking.
disruptive. Like even if he don't make the play, he's just disruptive. Like I'm just he just coming through there and he just commands two in the middle. Like
What?
you have to,
What happened to Mozzie, man? What Mozzie is supposed to be that guy?
man.
Mozzie, they got Mozzie moving like he on skates, boy.
Man,
They
Mozzie,
getting him up out of there.
Mozzie holding on defense for no
I'm
reason.
like, bro, you're not even in the play. Why are you holding?
The offensive lineman trying to run from Mozzie, he holding him. We need to leave the Michigan products alone.
We one out of
We strike out like they have good
one
players,
out of
but
five.
they have good
Cause
players,
only
but
one.
we
uh,
suck. We suck at getting them because
That's the
we
only
got
one that we.
two. We got two. Jordan Lewis was a good one.
That's what I'm saying.
Uh,
That's the only one really. Cause
but
Luke Spoonmaker.
Detroit got the other one. Hutchinson.
Oh yeah, Chad Hutchinson. Yeah. Um,
He's a good one, man. But you know, I don't know too many other them besides Tom Brady came up out of there.
oh yeah, Tom Brady from
Uh,
Michigan.
did Charles Wilson come from there?
Charles Wilson came from there.
Charles Wilson. So they had some good product, man. But we don't pick well from Michigan.
No man, by no means we don't.
Now I'm not worried about the offensive line because we pick good offensive linemen generally speaking. They hit more times than not on offensive line. So I'm not worried about the offensive line. I do think we can improve there. I'm concerned about the defensive line because we do not pick
We
good
strike out.
interior defensive linemen. Like
Yeah.
what we, I was hoping Odigi Zool was gonna turn into that guy, but he's just like an overweight defensive end at this point.
Yeah, he just a guy. So he really just a guy. So it's
Like he's good in the pass game, like pass rushing, but in the run, mm-mm.
oh man.
Like so we're struggling there, man. Um, We're just struggling, man. I think the coaches. I wouldn't be surprised the coaches are bad.
No, man, I don't see that happening, man.
Y'all hoping, man. Y'all know Jerry. Y'all
Now,
know.
man, the way they were dogging Mike at the Tyson fight, okay, you know he was at the Tyson fight with and when Michael Irvin was talking about he's gonna talk to Jerry about getting a new coach in here. You know, he was there.
Man, ain't nobody listen to Michael Irvin, man.
Man.
They respect his game, man. Mike didn't too much coke. You know, whenever you start sweating when you speaking, that's too, that mean you don't done too much coke in your history. If you sitting down and you talking to me and you just break out in a cold sweat, that mean that mean you don't done too much booger sugar. It's been too much white girl in your life. That mean it's trying to get out your pores.
Boy, you stupid. You stupid. Oh.
Michael Irvin, the only one I know that would just break out in a dog hard sweat talking. I'm not lying. He just would. He be talking and he just break out sweating like God dog, Mike.
It's like it ain't even that hot in here, man.
And he physically fit. Like the thing is, like if you ever see Mike like just with a t-shirt on, like he kind of cut, like
Mm-hmm.
he been working out. But he now I can understand if he Mike was just like fat or something or whatever. Like okay, he fat, just out of shape. But he cut like you shouldn't be like breaking in the sweat talking. But man, nobody listen to that man. I wouldn't be surprised Jerry bring him back.
Man, yeah, man, that guy there, man. I just don't see it, man. Cause even with coaches in the past that he did keep like Jason Garrett, it was never like talking down on him like he how he doing Mike. So
I mean, he
uh
didn't do that because Jason Garrett was his son-in-law.
yeah,
So
but still
he
I
wasn't he
just
wasn't going he wasn't do that because Jason Garrett was family. So for him to do that, now he beefing with his daughter. Like he just wasn't gonna do that.
yeah, I just don't see it, man. Um
Yeah, I hoping not.
I just don't see uh and I'm hoping 'cause I think Mike is ready. He's like put me out my misery. That's the look he has on his face. Just like
I think it would bring new life to the team if they fired him now. Um, but I don't want them to fire him because I'm trying to get this number one pick in the draft.
man,
Shout out to the players who are playing though. I respect you. Um, you're playing through like some nagging injuries. Shout out to like CD and Trayvon Diggs. Like they had some little nagging injuries and playing
hmm,
through it. Like they could have just quit and be like, I'm hurt.
facts.
So shout out to them. Being a pro about it. I know it can be frustrating out there losing
That's tough, bro.
and going into a game knowing you're gonna lose, like knowing you ain't got a shot to win. Like that's what makes Dallas so frustrating. Like we can have all the talent in the world and we still still lose.
Still gonna lose. Yep.
So
I mean, it takes a special type of mindset to have going in there knowing that and still giving it your all, or knowing that you're injured and you're fighting through and you still battling through. Uh, or in CD's case, you have a quarterback that you know that can get you the ball. Everything is at your ankles, or if it's 2 feet too high, or you catching it behind you. Um,
I mean, his just gonna be short. Uh, Trey Lance got an arm. He just heck of inaccurate. Like he
that's
just it's just not gonna be accurate.
Yeah, I
And
just
if he was throwing like that in preseason, I can only imagine what it's gonna be like in the regular season when you got starters coming at you.
man.
He was throwing poor in preseason.
Yeah, yeah, it's gonna be tough, man. Um, but like I said, like we already knew, man. This is what the outcome was gonna be tonight. Um, who we play next week? Um,
You know, man, we losing
I just want to see who the beating coming from next week.
the Commanders.
Oh yeah, so they finna dog walk us. Uh, 'cause it was who was at 30? It was 34-10 this week. It's gonna be 42-7 next week.
We ain't scoring no touchdown. Tell you that now. We're gonna have 9 points. We're gonna kick
And
three
we play
field
there
goals.
too.
We ain't scoring no touchdown.
Yeah, man, it's gonna
We
get
be happy
ugly
when we get the ball across the 50 because we know we got a field goal coming.
unless we take out the board and call ourselves going for it and end up with nothing.
It's just the play call he called. Like I be for it. It's just the stuff you call that just don't make sense. It's just like, come on, dog. Like if you're gonna call a rollout play and you're gonna have Cooper Rush roll out to the right side,
But
and you're gonna have two receivers run the same exact route to the right side,
but why would
let
you?
that be a distraction to something that you want to go to.
But why would you roll out with him when you know he can't do that?
I mean,
He,
yeah, you shouldn't roll out because he can't throw on the run.
he can't throw on the run. He barely throws. Just sitting in the pocket, 10 yards and in.
I mean, if he got a clean pocket and he's standing still, he can throw a pretty decent ball. But if it's
Man,
any
you
if
seen
it's
them
any
balls?
if it's any commotion around him, that ball finna be off.
That ball coming out of there looking like a field goal kick.
But what I'm saying is like if you're gonna do stuff like that and you're gonna shift the defense that way, have something go back to the left side, man. You know, have the running back leak out on the backside for a screen pass or something like that. Get creative with it. Those plays like that, you could use like a Deuce Vaughn.
Did you say creative?
I mean, that's the problem. We know he can't
Come
be
on now.
creative.
Come on now.
Mike McCarthy getting these plays from Madden.
Oh man. Mm.
Cowboy fans, man, Cowboy Nation. And I'm gonna speak. I'm gonna speak not just the Cowboy Nation, but if your team is trash too, if you trash like the Cowboy, face reality, man. Face reality. There's only a few teams in the league who care about winning, and it shows. There's only a few.
It's facts. And Dallas ain't one of them.
You know, now we got to hear all this mess from the NFC East people, and they ain't gonna win nothing either. But they gonna win the division. But the
Yeah.
Super Bowl is coming out the AFC, man.
Yeah, man.
And the way the refs are stacking up is gonna be the Chiefs again.
Uh, no, man.
Them refs gonna make sure them Chiefs win. They couldn't go undefeated. They couldn't go undefeated this year. That looked too suspicious. They got to find a way to lose some way somehow.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's yeah. Uh,
They finna Brady Patrick Mahomes.
bubble wrap 'em.
They finna Brady Patrick Mahomes. Boy, Whenever you let a guy get away with false start every play, like they finna braid him. And they division week too.
Who's in a division? Uh, so in their division, Denver. Oh yeah, Vegas. So yeah, Broncos, Raiders, and Chargers. Yeah,
They don't already
they ain't
won the
won.
division.
Yeah,
So you automatic got to bid to the playoffs.
yeah.
Now you just playing so you can get home field advantage all the way through.
So for this year, which division would you consider the most competitive?
Shoot, outside of Dallas, uh, NFC East. I mean, really, the Eagles and the Commanders going to be really fighting tooth and nail for the NFC East. I think that the um division that the Cardinals are in, or I think they're a little. I think they are
NFC West.
NFC West. I think they're going to be a
Oh,
little.
that's gonna be tight.
That's
Yeah,
going to be competitive. Um, so yeah, the NFC West is going to be tight. They all like a game apart from each other. So like all the way
yeah,
down to the last seed, like they all like right stacked on top of each other. So that's right now that's probably the most competitive division to where every game matters now because like you guys are so no one has a huge lead on nobody on games. You can't afford to lose one. Right now the Cardinals are ahead right now, but if they go and lose another one, they 6-5, and now they tie with losses with everybody else in the division.
yeah, man. Oh, actually, I can agree with that. But you have, I would say AFC North, even though it's just two of those teams out of there that's really competitive, but it's
Who?
gonna be really tight with Baltimore and Pittsburgh. Uh, so
Yeah. Russell
those two.
Wilson, shout out Russell Wilson, man. He he been
He
balling.
bounced back, man. Shout out to him, man, for
Mike
sure.
Tomlin don't found a recipe. He got that thing. He don't mixed it up
Because he said that because it was very unpopular of him going back to Russell
to
Wilson.
Russell because everybody dog cussed him
Hmm.
for benching Justin Fields and going back with Russell Wilson. But it looked like a brilliant idea, man, because it's working out. It's working out in their favor, man. Um, I think the NFC North is kind of tight with the Lions and the Vikings. The
Uh,
Lions have one game up on them,
let me see.
and I don't know how the Vikings they win it. I don't know how they win. Like
Coaching, coaching matters. We haven't had this here for 30 years. So this is what coaching does. When your talent isn't top tier, you can still win if you have great coaching or good
boy,
coaching.
the NFC South boy, y'all garbage, boy.
Sheesh.
The Falcons are 6-5, but everybody else under that boy.
Well, I think Tampa Bay would have been better, but man, they hurt everywhere. They
I don't want to
they
hear that, man. We hurt too.
Nah, I
Oh
mean they lost they top two receivers. They down they fourth or fifth receivers that's playing one and two. Uh,
man, we had lost dang near our whole defense.
it wouldn't matter, man. The way the culture is around here, it wouldn't matter. Shout out Kenny. Well. It doesn't matter who you get, coach or players. Jay will find a way to every time. That's been the norm, man.
Yeah, man, but we
past
hadn't
30
had
years.
we hadn't had a good coach since Jimmy Johnson, man. We hadn't had a coach that came in and really got things going. Um, the biggest issue that the Cowboys have right now is Jerry doesn't want anybody to outshine him. So if he wins, he want people to say they won because of Jerry. Jerry put this together. Jerry did this. That's why he does what he does. That's why he got rid of Jimmy Johnson. Because when Jimmy Johnson was winning those Super Bowls in the '90s, everybody was praising Jimmy. Like, man, Jimmy got them boys playing. Man, Jimmy
Hmm.
got them. Man, Jimmy got them boys out there hooping. And then Jerry got jealous. Him and Jimmy falls out. He
Facts.
fires Jimmy, a Super Bowl coach, and it's been downhill
Ever since.
ever since. He doesn't want a coach to come in to take his shine,
That's facts.
and um that's the issue that the Cowboys have. Is you have an owner want to be all in the videos, want to be all on the records,
Taking all the
all on the
interviews.
field, taking all the interviews, signing all the autographs, and man, he just keep waking up every morning.
Every morning. He ain't had it 70 years, Lord.
Man, that man blessed.
70 years, man. Somebody hide his vitamins, hide his supplements.
Jerry must be stealing somebody's blood.
Hey, man. You get the kind of money, man, it get dark, man. Doing them IVs and all that.
Somebody see if that man somebody see if that man got a reflection. Somebody check that man. Somebody put a mirror in front of that man.
He look mighty pale.
But
Mighty pale.
I don't know if it's gonna be, man, because we wishing for something that we can end up into a worse situation. Because if something happened to him, Stephen Jones taking over, and if Stephen Jones take over, we ain't gonna have no star players. Because Stephen Jones don't want to pay nobody.
That man cheap.
Like we only got stars because of Jerry. I will give him that. Jerry do believe in having star players. He do believe in having a star receiver, star this. What you call? He's about the nickel. Like he gonna put the Cowboys on a budget
And you gonna end up like uh Jacksonville or Carolina.
for sure. Like you ain't gonna want to pay nothing. And if he do that, I'm not gonna be a Cowboy fan no more.
Nah.
Because that's just not gonna be football.
I take my talents elsewhere.
I don't know who I'm gonna go to.
Yeah. It ain't gonna be that.
Now I ain't gonna be no bandwagon like most of these fans.
Nah, man.
Everybody a Chiefs fan now.
I'm like, bro,
Like, dude, you when Chiefs was trash, what were
trash.
you?
10
Or
years
when
ago. 10
or
years ago.
when the Golden State Warriors were garbage, what were you?
Where were you?
Now
Facts.
everybody's a Golden State Warrior fan.
That's how they be,
So
bro.
when Curry retires, you still gonna be a Golden State Warrior fan.
Cause they gonna be trash.
Now if you just want to say I'm a Curry fan, cool.
Cool. Yep.
Cause I watch games of some players that I'm fans of. I'm not a Laker fan, but I'm a LeBron fan.
Fan. Mm-hmm.
I like the way he plays the game. I've been a LeBron fan no matter what team he went to. I watch the games because I'm a fan of the game. But I wouldn't come and say I'm a Laker fan.
It's the most lucky games I done watched ever.
I
I'm
won't say,
trying.
"Oh, I'm a Laker fan. Oh, I'm this fan. I'm that fan." It's like, no, I'm a Maverick fan, but I'm fans of other players around the league that I like to watch play.
Man, you know how that go though, man. And then when the next hot team come through, then they gonna jump over there.
You
That's
know,
how it
I like
goes.
I like watching the Hornets play. They ain't that good, but they got good
Anything,
commentating and it's
it,
entertaining.
grade A, man.
Like if you haven't watched a Hornets game, watch the Hornets game and watch their commentating, and
Treat yourself.
you would be thoroughly entertained.
Treat yourself.
They have, I would argue, the best commentating in the league. You talking about keeping it real, straight down home? They keep it straight real,
You know
no
who I think
matter
has You know who I think has the worst commentating for his NBA for his NBA team?
who.
OKC. It is
Yeah,
trash.
we listened to that. We listened
It
to everything.
it was dry,
Edmo was bland, and that
and
was
then
exciting. That was an exciting game versus Dallas. Like it went down to the wire, and it you would think that the energy would be just so crazy, and it just wasn't.
and then when
Denver
it
Nuggets too. Denver
yeah,
Nuggets, Edmo was dry too.
it's a double whammy when it's dry, and then you're biased on top of that.
Yeah, oh, that's the OKC.
It is like no logic at all in it.
That's the OKC. OKC.
It's
We
like,
just played. The Mavericks just played OKC last night, and so like
man,
if you would go and listen to the commentating on that game, like the Maverick commentating, like they was giving OKC props when they made a good play. Like, oh man, that was a good play. Oh man, Shea, I don't know how he made that layup. Or I don't know how he did that, man. That was phenomenal. And then when you go listen to their commentating, it's like, oh man, how he doing this? Oh man, it's three in the key. Oh man, it's this and that. It's just like, bruh, like at least have logic behind if you're gonna be talking about a team or whatever. Like you just spewing bias. Like you're supposed to be commentating on good basketball. If it's a good basketball play, you commentate on it. If it's bad basketball play, you tell why.
yeah,
Like Dallas came out and did exactly what they were supposed to do, was beat y'all up in the paint. Even Kyrie Irving said it. I was smiling
facts.
when
Mm-hmm.
the game come because they ain't got no center.
Ain't got no
Like,
center, so I already know where I'm going.
yeah, like we knew they weren't gonna be able to stop us in there. Unfortunately, on the Cowboys, we don't got that kind of logic. We face a team that can't do something well. We'll let them do what they do well. We face the Texans. We know they run. We know they want to run the ball. Let's sell out on the run.
Come on, that seemed logical, right?
Like let's Bill Belichick them. Like that's what Bill Belichick is known for. He's known for taking away what you really want to do well and just living with what you don't like to do,
Yeah,
and counting that you're gonna make some mistakes because you don't really do this well. I guarantee you, if Dallas had sold out to stop the run, yeah, CJ Stroud would have made some passes, but he would have also made some mistakes if you made him drop back and throw the ball 50 times.
facts.
And you just said, you know what, we just not gonna let Joe Mixon run. We just not gonna let him run.
Force CJ to beat us.
Force him to have to drop back and beat us. And we seen that early in the game. They came out trying to throw on us, and I'm like, why are they doing that? Just run the ball on us if you want to beat us.
Soon
They
they
come out
start
throwing it,
running.
pick. I'm like, y'all stupid. Y'all dumb like us. I thought y'all was better than this.
Hey, coach, they with us.
It's stupid.
No, man, that's
You can literally come out and run the ball 3 times and get a first down.
facts. That's facts. 'Cause we gonna miss tackles. We gonna take bad angles. We gonna be up there wrestling with
We
our
can stop the
blocks.
guy. We stopped the guy in the backfield. He somehow 8 yards deep in the backfield somehow break
Get free.
loose and get a first down. This man ran almost 20 yards. And
Don't matter.
shout out to Diggs. They had been criticizing my boy. He was tackling
Hey,
tonight.
he's sticking his head in that
He
night.
was tackling tonight. He was doing whatever he had to do to get this man on the ground. Shout out to him.
That's facts. Nah,
It's just these blitzes that we come on and we miss the whole player.
man, I'm
It's
telling
either
you, man,
it's either
Overshawn got to slow down to come through there,
Overshown
man.
or it's Donovan Wilson. One of them gonna miss. They just gonna miss, and they get back there every time. It's just
He got to
miss.
slow down, man. He coming there in 100 miles an hour. I
Like
mean, he come in hot.
he get in there every time. I be like, they blow it up. Oh no, he gone.
He just
Like
sidestep
it's
him.
like that's what we talking about. Like that's not coaching. Like that's bad execution. Like that's the right play call that's not executed properly. Like he called a run blitz. That's what you call a run blitz.
Hmm.
It's called at the right time. All he do make the tackle. You're a free rusher. He sent one more guy and they had to block. You're free. You actually got a running start. Like
Nah, he just
now look at how the Texans did it when they ran blitz. Look at how they blew it up. When they were sending
facts.
their safeties and linebackers in there.
He kept containment.
Like that's player execution. That's executing.
Nah, not us, but we come in wild, undisciplined. Man, how many more of these things we got left, man, before
They
we
gonna make the
done?
schedule 17 games. For what?
For what?
Try to get more money.
Oh yeah, you know it's about that dollar.
Talking about they think about raising the 18. God
No,
dang, just make it 20 games, man. God dog. Everybody gonna be hurt. This is ridiculous.
we still got 7 more of them things, man.
Out of that seven, we gonna lose six.
Man, well, I think we will beat the Giants, but yeah, outside of
I
that,
don't
yeah.
know, man. We got Cooper Rush back there.
Well, they benched Daniel Jones today, so
It don't matter. Now we had Dak back there, then I would say, yeah.
who you think the the last win gonna go to? Either Carolina
I
or
think we're gonna beat Carolina. I think that game is gonna come down close. I think it's gonna be a field goal game. Their offense sucks. Our offense sucks. I think it's gonna come down to a field goal game. We got the best kicker in the game. I think it's gonna come down to a long field goal. It's probably gonna be like a 9-6 game. It's gonna be a nasty game. And then again, we might lose that one too. Because if you want to beat Dallas, run the ball.
I mean, I'm for it, man. Lose out. Win ain't gonna help at this point. You 3-7.
Not unless you go undefeated. You got to win every
Ain't gonna happen.
game.
Ain't
That's
gonna
the
happen.
only that's the only way you're gonna
It's
savage.
not gonna happen. Not with this schedule. And I hope we get flexed out of these primetime games. That's gonna make these early so we can get out of here.
Yeah, put us on the 12 a.m. game, man. So when I get in, man, I can watch that old sorry game and I can go to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
I
At
hate we
least
have
I'm.
to watch this for Thanksgiving. Me and John gonna try to go live, man, on Thanksgiving. We're gonna try to watch this massacre live. We're gonna try to do hopefully, man, hopefully we can do a play by play as it go. To try to give you some live commentating on what's going on out here, man. So we'll see if we can make this work, man. But we'll see what happens, man. Uh, just
Bruh.
buckle in, man. just grin and bear it. It helps when you accept it. Like just accept it. It only stings when you still think that it's a chance or
Like you thinking it's hope.
like it's hope. Like it ain't no hope. Like we are who we are. We trash.
That's facts. Let's see what your boy Jerry got to say, man. Uh, like he's surprised.
I don't know why we losing. I built a Super Bowl team.
No, you didn't, bro.
And when apparently did a little damage, and then when we tried to open it up, the winds got underneath the roof at that time, and so everybody agreed that it did some damage. But if you check around, Dallas had wind gusts all afternoon. I think they call them wind bursts or something like that. But those it's kind of thing that ended up causing that damage, apparent damage, and we were aware of it when we were opening the door a few hours before the game.
It's not even windy here.
Had planned the minute we saw that not to open the door, not to open the roof.
Will it impact the ability to use the roof going forward, the damage that happened?
No, it's fixable, but you didn't have, it wasn't the situation, time or otherwise to do it tonight, and certainly there was no risk at all to anybody on the field playing once we shut the roof. And again, we had a lot of wind gusts in this area this afternoon, and apparently that created some looseness up there. And then
I got tornadoes in Dallas now.
No, it's not even windy.
The wind got in there and exacerbated the looseness.
Jerry, what did you make that all happen? Does it make you somewhat think like, can anything go right this season?
Not really. I don't look at it. I look at it in whole, and we're just not playing well enough to beat teams, and it's combinations of things, and we just know that you got to do better with that. We had know we're getting some guys back, but we lost some more tonight. But other teams lose players. That's part of the NFL, and so I don't want to look to that. I did thought Rush played better tonight.
Jerry, what do you make looking out at the crowd tonight and hearing a pretty large Houston contingent?
Well, I've always, Houston's close to Dallas. And so the fact that we do have a lot of times visiting teams buy tickets that are in our stadium. And so it's not uncommon. We have a lot of San Francisco
Jerry don't
fans
care. He just want he get the money.
So
You see how big he grin?
see
glad
our
they buying
fans
them tickets.
sell tickets for particular games. A lot of times that's done way before the
Man, if you playing the
season
Cowboys,
starts.
man, don't buy no
Do you
tickets
see
here.
any areas of improvement?
Watch it at home.
4 or 5 games at home?
I thought Rush played.
We
a
trying to
little
do something
better
here.
tonight, frankly.
Trying to boycott.
And
Support
I
the
know we
movement.
were trying to get the ball to CD.
Trying to come here and troll us. We know we
did
trash.
that, to some degree. I thought we were in the game. Certainly the fake punt was red again and took a little wind out of us. But we were trying to get wind, and had it worked, and it would have been an inspiration, and we'd had maybe a better drive out of it. But
Jerry, at 3-7, do you still have hope that the season could turn around?
That man
Well,
should say,
that's
I'm
10
trying to
games,
give the
certainly
win.
we're, the numbers are coming to us, and certainly we have to be realistic about how we're playing. We have to be realistic what we're dealing with at quarterback, what we're dealing with, and we have to calculate that in the look-see ahead. I think we've got help on the way on defense, but the guys that were out there tonight did some good things, but they made some real mistakes. So,
I'm gonna be so mad. Y'all come back and start balling out.
Let's just give credit. Houston's a team that had its challenges lately and came in here, and I thought we were hanging in there, not hanging, but in there pretty good, and had a real chance to gain on it and have some momentum. Didn't happen for us.
Even though Cooper played better.
Who this white kid on here, man? Get off our screen.
King of delusion.
We trying to gain win. What are you talking about, man? What does that even mean? Trying to gain win.
What?
What does that mean?
It took the wind out of us, and we were trying to gain some wind.
This man here.
Would you see how his face lit up when he started talking about them ticket sales?
Oh, he got happy about that. Oh, I'm glad about the opposing teams coming here and buying up the tickets.
Making sure wasn't nothing funny going on with the tickets.
I bet he go down to the ticket box every game.
How we sitting, Doc?
And how we rack up? I'm racking up pretty good. Jerry look like he be eating chicken wings around the stadium.
Mm-hmm.
I racked up pretty good, didn't I?
I reckon that pretty good. Yeah. Uh,
They think we gonna win the Super Bowl. I'm getting
mhm.
rich.
I'm getting rich. Uh, his wife probably like, aren't you tired of Jippany fan? Why would I be tired of that?
I'm selling hope, baby. I'm selling hope. Boy, you know, boy, people are stickler for hope. Boy, no matter if there's no logic around it or not, they're stickler for
Mhm.
hope.
Oh, shout out KJ. Shout out, man. Shout out nephew, man.
What's up? What's up, nephew, man? We're in a bad way. Hang on
In a
in there,
bad
man.
way, man. Yeah. Make sure you console your mom, man. Yeah, I know she hurting with us, man. I'm going through this tough patch, man. Nah, man. This guy here, man.
What?
He never ceased to amaze me.
To my Jerry.
He never ceased to amaze me.
And y'all sitting there don't believe this man a running back. See, it's fans like y'all, man. If you're a fan like John, who be believing in better days,
I ain't say better days. I just don't think he. I think he's sick. He's sick of McCarthy to this point.
it don't matter. Jerry don't care. Like, man, we still selling out. Like, that's all Jerry cares about. If Jerry really cared about winning, he'd have been changed.
Oh man.
Jerry don't care nothing about no winning. Jerry only care about lining his pockets, staying rich, and staying popular. As long as the Cowboys are still popular, now if we stop being popular, then yeah, you'll see some changes. But it won't be football changes. Jerry be doing commercials and everything. Jerry look like he don't want there to get naked for popularity. You remember Mae Young from WWF?
Oh, come on, dog. Come on, dog. Come on, man. Come on, man.
That's Jerry. Jerry do anything for clout. If it came down to it, Jerry put on some chaps and get out there, man.
I mean, I can't dispute it because he bought the paper. I can't even dispute that.
And he about the popularity. Like he want like the Cowboys to be the most popular team.
Like he's a marketing genius. There's nobody better in sports, in pro sports. But it's at the detriment of your culture and team building.
Yep, it's a Hollywood show.
He went so far this way on the spectrum to where you just deserted
Winning.
culture and winning
Like everything that it takes to win. Like
rather than
the good blending of Hollywood and grit and win is the definition of the Colorado Buffaloes
shout out Coach Prime.
and Coach Prime. Like Coach Prime is everything, every marketing genius. He's everything popular People talking about Colorado, but their team is tough as nails and they gritty.
Great culture. Great culture.
Like he's the one that's a good blend of popular, being popular and still being tough nosed, gritty. We're about our fundamentals. We're about being physical. We're about winning. Winning is the bottom line. Winning is not the bottom line in Dallas. If the Colorado Buffaloes were playing like the Cowboys playing, Dion ship everybody out of there
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
because it's about winning. Even though they were still popular. So like last year when they only won 4 games, the Colorado Buffaloes, they were still the most popular college team. But Dion still shipped everybody out of there because the bottom line was to win.
Facts.
I didn't come here just to be popular. I came here to win. And now this year, they're winning. They control their own destiny. They went out, Big 12 championship. Win the Big 12 championship, they get an automatic bid to the playoffs. This comes from a team that only won 4 games. Look at the turnaround because the main thing is the main thing, which is to win football games. That's what it's supposed to be about. It's supposed to be about winning football games. Not how many views we get, not if everybody likes us. It's supposed to be about winning football games. And
That's facts.
that's not the culture of Dallas. They could let me and Jonathan coach for what's going on out there.
Who got more than 10 points? I know that.
Just sheer off of just common sense, you get more than 10 points. Like Dallas has too
More
much.
than that.
Dallas has too much talent. Off
It's
of
not like
just
we
common
deprived.
sense.
I think that's the most frustrating part. It's like it's not we're like deprived of talent like some of these other teams are. We actually have talent.
Like we have, like when you look at the Kansas City team, we have more talent than Kansas City. Just at a roster standpoint, like looking for roster to roster, like we have more talent.
Mm-mm.
Kansas City offensive roster basically has Pat Mahomes, Travis Kelsey. I mean, they
That's
got
it.
D Hop, but D Hop is past his prime.
Prime. Green Hunt. No, that's facts, man.
You know,
Yeah, man.
and
That's
man, we gonna be here, man. We gonna be here to walk y'all through it, man. The suffer through it, man. We y'all counselors, man.
yeah.
So, man, you want to you want to get in the chat, man. You want to vent, man. Go ahead and vent. You know, if you too afraid to say something, man, hit us up in the on our Facebook page or on Instagram, man. I get on here and say it. I'll
Yeah.
say it for you, man.
Like I said for you, man. We'll be your voice,
I'll
man.
be your voice. I'll say what you're scared to say.
Even if you can't say a mumbling word, man, we know how you feel, man. We know how you feel. Just accept it, man. Don't crash out behind it, man, cause they don't care, man.
Yeah,
So
it ain't worth it, man.
you
Don't
know
be out
worth
there
it.
beating nobody up, man. Cause they talk
Turn
about
your
your team
TVs
trash
all off the wall and all that,
and
man.
bashing your TV. Don't do that, man. Jerry ain't gonna replace it.
Mm-mm.
Man, y'all
No,
keep hope alive, man. We appreciate everybody, man, for joining us tonight, man. I know it's frustrating, man. I know for everybody else, it's funny for everybody else who ain't a Cowboy fan. I know y'all enjoying every bit of it, and
yeah,
it's cool, man. Same thing, make you laugh, make you cry though. So, so, um, if we do get back on track, just know we gonna clown.
we go,
Um,
but, hey,
um, but we take the trolling, man. We can take the trolling. Even if you want to troll us here on the show, man, we can take it.
please do.
We can take it, man. You
We
want to
can take it.
interact, if you have a question, man, don't be, feel free, man, to leave a question or if you got a statement. We'll respond, man. Remember, like, share, subscribe, man. Let that be known. We here with you.
Most definitely, man. Appreciate y'all joining us tonight, man. Appreciate that in the chat, man. Appreciate Keen always rocking with us, man.
For sure, for sure.
Every time we put out, man. Tomorrow we will be doing a reaction to the Dallas Mavericks as they played the New Orleans Pelicans at 7:30.
Another dub.
Another dub. Quick work. Quick work.
They all hurt. That's why I say.
Quick work.
Let's kick them out of down.
Now. Peace out, everybody. Let that be known.